Hello, my name's Alex. I'm the student coordinator at Emmanuel. This is the thought for the day for Wednesday, the 14th of August. So, as I was thinking about the thought for the day, this passage came to mind from Paul's letter to the Corinthians. You can find it in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 12 to 27. And it goes like this. Just as a body, though one has many parts, but all its parts for one body, so it is with Christ. For we were all baptized by one Spirit, so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles, slave or free, and we are all given one Spirit to drink. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. Now, if the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? If the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them just as he wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. The eye cannot say to the hand, I don't need you. The head cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. On the contrary, those parts of the body that seem to be weaker are indispensable. And the parts that we think are less honourable, we treat with special honour. And the parts that are unpresentable are treated with special modesty, while our presentable parts need no special treatment. But God has put the body together, giving greater honour to the part that lacked it, so that there should be no division in the body, but that its parts should have equal concern for each other. If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honoured, every part rejoices with it. Now you are the body of Christ, and each one of you is a part of it. Here in this passage, Paul uses the idea of us being in a body, the idea of us being interconnected as people. And I think we in the West have this tendency to think of ourselves just as individuals. And I think COVID has made that even more extreme, where we have been locked in our individual households, and it's kind of just been us. And this flows into our faith as well, where we start to view Christianity as just me and Jesus, instead of viewing ourselves as part of this community or this body that Paul talks about, where if one of us hurts, then the whole body feels it. Because in this and what Paul is writing, we are interconnected. So I wanted to encourage you today to get stuck into a community with those at church who are around you. Don't try and do your walk with God alone, because that's not what we are made for. So whether you're a new student or a member of the congregation who's been at Emmanuel for years, get into a community group. Become fully embedded in the body of Christ. And also, if you're part of a community group, make sure you treasure it and prioritize it and make that part of your walk with God, because that is what we are made for. But there's also a flip side to this, of the other parts of the body hurting, because there are people who are around us who are feeling isolated right now, and as part of the body we feel that. And so if you know people who are isolated and really need help, reach out to them for it, because as the body of Christ we really are all in this together.